Guys, here we are at Cronenberg on the day we're going to revive agriculture. As you know, they said they want to check agriculture again before we start using it. So they picked it up for us, and Giles was the one who checked it. And I think you noticed a few things.
Yes, there are still a few things that need to be checked or replaced for the inspection.
But that's not the most important thing for now. But mechanically, how is it mechanically? Yes?
Mechanically, it's running well. It sounds good, it runs smoothly. The only issue is that your landers are not present.
What's going on with our landers in Anaheim?
Yes, either cut off or a loose plug needs to be made, that's it.
Well, that explains a lot. If you cut off a plug and there's no signal coming out, that makes sense. But of course, we didn't have a choice because our plugs had melted together. Of course, at the back left where the fire had been. We wanted to keep the sensor in our exhaust, so you cut it off. We thought we could replace the plug, but Gilles says that's not possible.
No, the plug and the sensor belong together. There's a resistor in between, so you can't just attach another plug to it.
That's going to be an issue and an expensive one, since those parts are only available as originals from Lamborghini. And one thing, guys, the orange Lambo also attracts a lot of wasps. That's become clear again now. They're all around you too. Yeah, I hear it. They're buzzing around all the time. But besides the Lambo, there are also other things we still need to check. Or is it still going reasonably well?
No, mechanically, it's actually 100% fine, yeah.
You all have the skills to handle it, and I don't doubt that. But it really flared up on the dyno. What caused that?
Well, because your lambda sensors aren't cooperating, the car runs in open loop, as they call it. So beforehand, it has a map that it sticks to. It has certain values that are preset, so it knows roughly how much fuel needs to go in. Only your lambda sensor actually continuously adjusts a little more, a little less, a little more, a little less. That's called closed loop. When your car stays in open loop,
It's basically full throttle all the time?
it just throws it in. Yeah, it knows roughly how much fuel needs to go in. This is safe.
Yeah.
Here you go.
There's no adjustment, so there are flames, but that stops, right? Flames, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But in the long run, it's clearly not good for the rest of the engine. So it's important to eventually fix that.
We're definitely going to do something about it because we just want to make it a safe car. And of course, that includes a working lab. Do you think we'll make it to Amsterdam?
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah, since you sped through the streets a few times.
Yeah, well, maybe not exactly speeding.
Yeah, because that's actually my next question. How should we drive into such a farm road? What should we definitely do when entering? And what should we definitely not do when entering? That seems like a good question for the viewers as well.
Well, you always hear a lot of people saying that you have to drive very carefully with a new engine and all that stuff. That's actually not the case. Just drive normally. That's the most important thing. Go with the flow of traffic, vary the RPMs, and also vary the throttle position. So don't just rest your big toes on the gas pedal.
Yes, because once again, on the test bench, you didn't have any resistance, right? On the bench?
No, we only used the test bench to put some kilometers on it and let it run.
Yes, because my next question is, I'm going to the track tomorrow, where traffic is faster. Should I also drive faster? No, that's not the intention for me to join in, of course. Actually, the first 1,000 do that, but...
Are you planning to use it as a race car right away? It's made for that, but it does have a new engine.
Let's do the first service first.
You have to be a bit more careful with it, especially before the first service. There's always some material left in the oil after an overhaul. There's always a little bit of material left behind.
So the oil that comes out is entirely silver, right?
Yes, it's entirely silver, unlike what you had before.
I was about to mention my engine broke down, and meanwhile, several silver pieces came out of my oil. Yeah, that's not the case now, though.
No, that's fine. Though for a rebuilt engine, we recommend the first service after 1,000 kilometers. Then you'll always see some material in the filter, so there's always a bit of glitter, a bit of metal in there.
Do you want me to cut open the oil filter to check what's inside, or is that unnecessary? Sure, go ahead.
You can do it to check if there aren't any big flakes inside, but generally, we always just assume it's fine. Yeah, you can usually tell if there's a lot of material in the oil just by looking at it.
Okay, so those are the things I'm allowed to do and should do, but what are the things I definitely shouldn't do? Limit the revs for 10 minutes.
Limiting the revs is and always will be an issue.
And pay attention
To the temperatures, that's just the most important thing.
and oil pressure with things, right?
Yeah, the moment you've taken all the coolant out, of course you have your radiators in the front. So there could still be an air bubble or something left in there, so it's important that you, no matter how well we...
Even if we've done our vacuum filling well, of course there could still be an air bubble somewhere.
Something can always happen, but
It's been hot here at Dyno with you, so I think it'll be fine. I'm looking forward to driving home, guys. We need to build confidence with that car, right? Because it has caught fire before, of course. And after that, of course. After 80 kilometers, it broke down again. The bearings failed. So yeah, we actually don't have much confidence in the car yet. We don't have much confidence in the car. Of course, now we do have confidence in the engine, but we still really need to build trust and of course get to know the car. You guys work more on Lambos than on Opel Corsas.
Yeah, that's one thing that's 100% certain.
Yeah, I really want to thank you guys so much, man. You did an amazing job again. It's important we get the car to Amsterdam first. I trust it completely. It'll be fine. And Short, I really want to thank you for the final check. Why are you acting so down when things are going well? How were the first meters? Wow, fantastic. I barely touched the gas and it drives so smoothly. Now we're already going to refuel because that's how it works with a Lambo. And it's also running way too rich. So it just means refueling more often, which is a bit unnecessary. But hey, those Lambda sensors just need to be installed quickly, right? Definitely. Yeah, they measure at the exhaust. And that way you won't forget it either. I can only cry? Yeah, double that. Well, at least the ladies are impressed. What did you say? The ladies are at least impressed. They're going to check out our YouTube channel. Well, our mini road trip to Amsterdam can begin. I just took off my shoes for a bit. It drives much smoother. What an unbelievable machine, guys. We're almost in Amsterdam, right? Indeed. Only about 20 or 25 kilometers to go. It's still working just fine, but the reverse light stays on while driving. That's really weird. Let's just unplug it for now, then at least that's off. Yeah, but it's still Italian, right? So Fiat and all that have electronics too. But it still sounds great. Let's hear it. Sick, man. Everything is really hot here, but that's not surprising, right? Look at this engine compartment. Normally the engine is in the front and you always have airflow cooling everything, right? But now you have nothing. Wow, look at how the power cables are actually elastic. Yeah, it got so hot, right? Maybe that's why our reverse light turned on. He's going to compensate for a moment. But there's always that heat shield around it, right? Yeah, maybe we should just do that. Yeah. Yeah, ice out. Alright, I'm going to do a quick time trial and then good to go. So here we are along the A2 with New, feeling super warm inside. It's not just the warmth, the Lambo is performing amazingly, sublime, and I'm here without shoes. But yeah, we still have to remove one thing, and that's the footrest, all the way to the left. It's always set up for an automatic, so there's not much space for the clutch when wearing shoes. This way it drives smoothly. Maybe it's time for racing shoes, those Pumas, right? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for cool upcoming content. In the next episode, we'll probably go to the Flevo car show. And that's gonna be amazing because you'll get to see the Lambo in real life for the first time. We'll see you next Friday. See you then.